stand for what we believe in. Let the people sing.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
They will not break our country's strength. They will not take our nation's freedom. Let the people sing. We will not turn our backs today. We will stand for what we believe in. Let the people sing.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the F.O.B, where we regroup, we recalibrate, and resupply. Monday through Friday, from 8 to 9 Central Time. Hope y'all doing good. That's my first time doing the intro. I hope I didn't butcher it too bad for you, Brad.
You did good. You did good.
Yeah, I'll get better at it. I'm not the intro person, so it takes me.
Right.
It's going to take me a minute to get used to that.
Right.
Yeah, Brad. You got the rundown on Brad. Well, I missed the morning.
He's
meeting.
got a convention going on, some classes going on, so he will be in and out throughout this week. There's a lot of things going on, so if everyone could bear with us this week. I am in the process of the final week of the moving. We will be in the new place on the 26th, so this next few days is going to be pretty hectic for me. And then Brad's got the classes going on. Colt's got the pregnancy and that going on. So it's going to be a wild week, but we're going to do our best to be here every morning for y'all. So just not quite sure who or for how long, or might be surprised on who you see on the little cameras up here.
Yeah, right. But I am AA and chaotic traits.
That's right. It is a. Oh, what is it?
Yeah. What's the temperature to that Brandon's
60.
wishing for?
68 degrees right now. We had a nice little rain last night, thunderstorms, but it's 68 degrees right now. A little overcast, but it's supposed to clear up. I don't know. Morning, Jeremy.
Morning, Mayu. How you doing, bud? Yeah, it's nice here today. It's 45 degrees. Well, 46 now.
Nice.
It's supposed to be decent weather. So if you like to go fishing.
Hey.
We just had some rain the night before, Saturday night.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't
We
too
hadn't
bad.
had
We had
rain.
tornado warnings and everything else too.
I'm not sure when the last time it rained. It's been a minute since it rained here.
I was starting to think we're about to hit a drought because the pond's going down. Keeping the river at full stage, barely having the dams open, so it's getting kind of dry inside the certain areas. Looks
like we got rain for tomorrow too. It's like 75 and 84% chance of showers. So, but then we get back into the regular Florida weather again, back in the 80s every day, lows in the 60s, highs in the 80s. Yeah, Wednesday, baby. Wednesday.
Now, I'd have to go find the video with Ryan Hall, but he has a prediction that this is a false spring, and we're going to get hit with another big cold and some snow.
I remember, didn't they stop doing, remember the Farmer's Almanac? I remember my grandparents always had them things laying around, but I think they quit making them. I remember, a couple years ago, it seemed like I heard something about they were going to stop making those Farmer's Almanacs. It's been around for since I can remember.
I hope they don't, because that and it normally goes by like moon phases and everything.
Yeah.
And it kind of has it, and it's not really predicting the weather, but it gives you an idea. Yeah, I've been on the Discord and I made a little weather tab, so I put that video with Ryan Hall talking about what was the tornado warnings that we had around here. I think that was live.
I see Max Velocity go live earlier this morning. I don't know what he went live about, but
who was that?
Max Velocity.
Oh, Max Velocity. Yeah. Okay. I would imagine there's probably when they go live. Normally there's
something's going on
some
somewhere.
Severe weather somewhere in the nation, so they don't stay localized in one place. If there's like if Colorado was like, oh, y'all got tornadoes, they're gonna be like, this is new, and we're gonna cover it.
Yeah. So that's what I didn't click on it to see we were getting ready to go live here, so I didn't click on it to go see what was happening somewhere in the world, but I did get the notification seeing where he went live. So.
Yeah, I watch him and Ryan Hall, and I think there's a guy I watch, Mr. Weatherman. He covers a lot of hurricanes and the tropics, especially down in the Keys. And I like watching him when the hurricanes are coming around because he'll cover it as soon as it comes out of Africa. He's like, this might be forming here.
Right. Why is the chat not showing? I don't see anything that's going into the chat over here on the.
I have to go back, hit the private chat and go back in the comments, and sometimes it'll buffer it.
StreamYard's been
really getting ready to do an update or something.
I don't know, but there it is. That's wild. Sultan, hello, good morning.
Yeah. Yeah, the mountains prevent tornado, but if a tornado did happen in Colorado, Max Velocity is going to cover it. Yeah.
I don't know what. Let's see. I was going to go see if I could see what he was talking about. No, I sure can't. He ain't wanting to work with me.
They said hello and then
Yeah.
It's morning, Mayu. You get that coffee.
Right.
Just see me trying to make coffee when I need coffee. It's just like, all right. What did I text you? I said I'd make a pot this morning. A pot of coffee.
2 winter storms are coming, is what Max Velocity went live about.
Okay.
Yeah. So imagine that.
Yeah.
Oh man! So what you got going on this week?
Well, actually, I changed my oil yesterday, so I got that done. I gotta make sure my tires are topped off and everything. Normal vehicle maintenance, PMCS, motor pool stuff. So you don't have to make a job order on it. Try to prevent that step. And I wanted to get in the kayak. The weather seems nice, so I might plan a day this week and go down. I was going to do treasure hunting, but I think I'm just going to expose where I think James Bluff is. It's a possibility of 3 locations, and I'm going to make a video on it. So it's going to be like I'm going to shoot for the beginning of next month, putting it out. But,
okay.
And it's interesting because what I've been able to find in my research about Jesse James and his gang coming this far south. Starting to be able to dig a little bit deeper because AI can find stuff that I can't, and I can fact check what AI has.
Right.
Especially based on local rumors around here that you can't really find in history books. And then I'm trying to find old maps from the 1800s and kind of side by side them and see what's different now to then. Because since the Army Corps of Engineers did things in the river, the landscapes changed in areas.
Right.
So it's actual more research in it than I thought it was going to be, but it's interesting. It's like a history project in school.
Right. I know there was I used to watch. There was someone I used to watch that did that. Hatfield McCoys. I think it's something Hatfields maybe or something like that. They're a YouTube channel that. They used to go do. I think it was something to do with the Hatfields. Was the name of their channel.
Okay, and he'll cover like history things like that.
Well, that and then they slipped into doing crime. Remember when there was that shooter that was on the interstate they were looking for in the woods for all that time? And oh, where was that? Let's see. Hey, I think I want to say it was in Tennessee or something.
I think I remember what you're talking about. I can't remember
And
the details of it.
They end up stumbling upon the guy that they were looking for in the
Wasn't he
woods.
like?
But,
Yeah, it was like a big manhunt for him.
yeah,
I remember that. Yeah.
yeah, they named him
That was not recently, but like within pretty
a year or
like,
two. Yeah,
Yeah, I was gonna say like within the last
it's like the
couple years.
eye something shooter or something that they were trying to find. They ended up finding the guy's body.
No, yeah, he just passed away out in the wilderness from like malnutrition, or like nature got a hold of him.
Right.
Man, see, it's on the tip of my brain. I can't like think of details. I remember hearing about it.
Same, and I can't find it anywhere now. Like, okay, what do I type into search? but yeah, they kind of, I think they got their start doing that, just different type of history stuff, and researching different things, and they kind of got trickled into the whole true crime type stuff. And maybe it just fell in their lap because it was right in their area. I'm not real sure what transpired there, but that's how I found them, was when they were looking for that shooter.
I imagine that's how most of it happens. Like somebody that's local there can catch it faster,
right?
Or they get more details, and then because imagine how many different local rumors there are, different areas. Because my research with Jesse James was looking at like there's out of the millions that they stole and hid, only a fraction of it's been found, recovered, or admitted to be found.
Yeah,
it's anything from like gold bars, like they rob trains, like wagon caravans, like convoys and stuff. They even like all the way like in Texas, they robbed some Mexican like stagecoaches and stuff. It's a lot of that I haven't heard on like TV, like History Channel or anybody else that's covered it, because they all leave it out there with that mystery. But like, there's all this gold still out there. Some of it's probably in the river, never to be found again.
Right.
But apparently, they went all the way up to Canada.
Huh.
I never knew Jesse James went all the way up there. It's like, I guess, a rumor of it, and they had a lot of the gold fell off of one of their ships in one of the rivers and got sunk to the bottom of the sea to never be found again.
Huh. That's cool. That's crazy. Good morning, Mark. How was everyone's weekend?
Daddy Smurf, how you doing?
Did you get what you wanted done?
No, not all of it. Just a fraction of it, just like that gold that's been found.
Is that possible?
No, it's like laundry. It never ends.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm still curious. Let's see, YouTube.
The Hatfield McCoy channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you just type in that and then YouTube, it's going to be everything.
Yeah.
Let's see. Got to be like specific. Hatfield McCoy Museum Adventures.
Maybe that's them. I think that is them.
It's got like American flag, Confederate soldier.
It's
in the profile picture.
Yeah, it's a husband and wife. No, I'm just holding my breath, Mark. He said, if you stop breathing, are you dead?
If you stop breathing, are you dead?
Yeah.
Long enough, I guess. It can't happen. It might be though.
I think
Yeah,
I think that is them.
Yeah, they only got 31,000 subscribers. Be interesting. I'm gonna save them just to go check them out.
Yep, right there. 1 year ago, Hatfield McCoy Museum Adventures. We found the body. That's them.
Okay. No, that's cool. Because there's like so much in like like American war history that's still like so much. It's like people with World War II, they keep coming with more history that's like surfacing. It's like
Right.
it never ends.
Good morning, Panda.
Good morning.
Bamboo.
Yeah, I've got to where I like watching stuff that's more historical fact or in that genre than watching other things like, or even if it's like TV related, it has to have some kind of reality feel to it instead of
Right.
like full blown like I thought the whole thing up.
Yeah. I go through phases, I guess, on rabbit holes on YouTube.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Some of them just grab you and you're just like a
Yeah.
couple days later and be like, okay.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Or,
Either it led nowhere or it's like I got to take a break and come back to
Yeah.
it.
You do find them videos where you're like watch it for 3 hours and then you just kind of question yourself like, did I just
Yeah.
waste 3 hours of my life? Like,
Yeah, it's like
what did I just
like
do?
the ones that take like 30 minutes to get to the point and you're just like, is this even going to go anywhere? And you start fast forwarding
Right.
into it to see if it starts talking about something. You're like, okay, I'm not going to wait 3 hours for it to tell me nothing. I've already fell for that once.
Right. Yeah.
And it's crazy. It's either the AI or people are using the algorithm to like fool people just to get the clicks. So you spend
Yeah.
30 minutes in it and they get paid either way.
Yeah. With their
it's like-
hashtags or whatever that throw their video into an area that has absolutely nothing to do with what their video is about.
Right.
Like all the people that were using, and it's smart, for clicks and whatnot, like people that use, political events or happening world events or whatever, with hashtag Charlie Kirk or whatever, to get that rush of,
Right.
clicks or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, it's like they're doing that with the Epstein Files thing right now.
Right.
Did you
Yep.
see the most recent thing with it? Like everybody's like they sent out a list of people. It's got Marilyn Monroe, Elvis Presley on it. It's got dead celebrities from like the 70s. It's like, all right, well, it's like they're popping a veil in front of you and be like, they'll look at this over here. They're doing
Right.
that Mad TV Stewart, like, look what I can do. And while you're there, he's doing that, people in the background doing something else.
Yeah. Yeah, it's I don't know. Like I had touched on it before on one of the lives, with the Epstein list, and if it comes out, it does. If it's regardless, are we really going to know if that's the real one? If it's real names? If it's what they actually did there? We're never going to know.
Yeah, they discredited it by putting in what I've seen, like the latest video I've seen, because I watched everybody jump to it real quick, and then somebody who took their time and waited for everybody else, and now they're like, look at all the crazy stuff that's in this. It's like, it's like they did it to discredit themselves to make it not believable. So no matter what you hear now, it's like, I ain't gonna believe it.
God said you are the light. Go ahead.
God said you are the light of the world, but do you act as such? Do you hide your light from everybody and sit in a dark hole? Is that a verse or is that a question?
as a
'Cause
nice quote.
I have hit in many holes before.
Yeah, I think we all have.
You know.
I think everybody, to an extent, hides in a hole. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know that I've met anybody in life that is just 100% an open book and will tell you every detail about them as asked, without
Yeah.
veering or shielding some parts of that truth.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know that I've ever. So I mean, I think everybody somewhat stays in a metaphoric hole,
Yeah.
with their life story or whatever.
Yeah.
If we give our full ammunition to whoever, but do your fears stop you from starting what you believe, or do you prefer its truth no matter who you may offend? Well, he's on him today, isn't he?
Yeah. And to go back on that previous one, like God said, you were the light of the world, and do you act as such? If you know, like it's like if you see somebody that needs help, are you gonna just walk away from them and say somebody's gonna help them, or are you gonna go intervene and help somebody that's in need? So that's part
Right.
of that light. So it's
Yeah.
you you won't, like, if you see somebody in a hole that you've been in and you don't help them out of it as well. That's part of being that light as well. And the fear of it, like if fear stops you from doing any of it, then I mean I would say you have your own personal learning to do to get beyond that fear.
Hey, there's our friends. Morning, staying off the grid.
Morning, staying off the grid. Good to see you in here. You got that strong coffee going this morning, huh?
Right.
And a bottle of alcohol. Yeah, moderation. Don't use it as a means of escape. That's one thing. If you do anything to escape, you're not facing the problem or confronting any issue that comes towards you. And
Right.
It's like when you don't, it's just like it's like a hungry wolf outside is like a barrier. He knows it can't go so far, but as soon as it gets that chance to pounce, it's going to, and that's that problem. The problem is the same thing as that wolf waiting for its chance to pounce. And while you're escaping from it, it lets you and waits for you to be at your weakest point, and then it attacks.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a good analogy. I like that.
It's that keep your head on a swivel, stay alert, stay alive. There's so many other like phrases that can go with it. And you can't stay alert and your head on a swivel if you're like fogging. Like what one guy I watched is like whenever you alter the mind.
That's right, Mark.
That's right. God is working hard on staying off. You come back every day looking for the good word. And also too, like if you get too drunk or like too altered in the mind, even whenever you pick up the Bible and try to read it, it's like the words, it's like everything becomes like blurry and wavy, and it's hard to even read and comprehend what you're trying to read because you done altered your mind to where your vision gets so distorted to where everything becomes kind of like a windshield going down the road without any windshield wipers.
Well, I think too, you have to have interest, and you have to have the drive to comprehend anything. And if you're not in the headspace of what you're trying to read, whether it be the Bible or whether it be studying for a math test, whether it be for whatever it is, if you're not in that headspace to want to comprehend, you're not going to comprehend. You're not going to
Yeah.
retain any of what you read if you're not in the mood and willing to do it. You know, I can
Yeah.
sit and read an article right now. I can sit down for 2 hours and read an article about how butterflies exist in the world, and I couldn't tell you a damn thing about it 10 minutes later.
All right. Yeah, you
You
have to have
know,
the interest in what you're
right,
reading too. You know,
right,
it's like what did I hear somebody say? Like ADD and ADHD. It's not an illness or an injury. Like somebody said, it's a superpower because it allows you the ability to stay away from things that are not interesting, and you're only gonna lock in and zone in on the things that you find of like complete interest.
right. And
You,
that's I don't know if that's a a good quality or a bad quality. I mean, I think sometimes it can go both ways. You
yeah.
know, if it's something you're not interested in, and knowing that you're never you don't have any interest in learning or discovering or going down that rabbit hole, then that can keep you out of a lot of situations. But on the other hand, if you happen to find yourself in that hole and you don't know anything about it, how are you going to learn to get out of it?
Right.
You know? So I think we have to be kind of open-minded, I guess, to anything and everything. And I'm guilty of, nah, that's not for me. No.
Right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like if it doesn't like there's something. Yeah. I remember going through that for like when I got my DWIs and certain treatments. I would do it. I'd see people do it, but it seemed like when I seen other people do it, and I was like, you know, that would help you. And then they're like, nah, that's not for me. But then it clicked something in me. It was like where I started seeing the times I did that, and it's like,
Right.
you know, but I wouldn't say it out loud. I'd start changing it inside myself. Like, all right, whenever I start seeing it myself, I start like, okay, well, now I remember that person. Well, maybe I need to check this out. You know,
Right.
I started
It's
gaining
crazy.
more of an interest in certain different areas I didn't before.
Yeah.
You know,
When we start being able to see our reflections, that's when we are the most powerful.
oh
But
yeah,
you know, a lot of times we don't like to see those reflections.
yeah. That's what I was about to say. Because like, there's been times where it's like you pass by a mirror and you don't even look at it. And
Yep.
that's where you got to get to as well, is the point where you can look at yourself and start to like yourself more.
Right.
And then when you like yourself more, you'll start being more interested in things that will help yourself. And then when you look at yourself in the mirror, you'll be like, "Good morning."
We have to allow ourselves time.
Yeah,
I mean, and I'm one of those people that I know that I don't give myself that time. I'm my entire day usually consists of what everybody else around me needs. And then when it's time to see what I need, it's time for bed, or I'm too exhausted, or whatever. And I'm guilty of that. But
yeah,
when on the days and the times that I do answer my own self, those are usually the best days where I'm able to help those around me even better.
right. Well,
And that's the hard part with that fine line of which way do you lean, in a situation.
yeah. The situation dictates a lot of things too.
Right.
Like sometimes even the times you feel like you're procrastinating. Be like, you might you might feel like you're procrastinating, but what caused you not to do it? Were you just sitting there doing nothing, or was it other things that were more, the priority of those things were more, and you just didn't get around to it? And yeah, and then you get caught up like being a provider and a supporter for a family and friends around you, doing for them so much. It's almost like you do end up neglecting yourself at that time
Yeah.
too. You know.
Yeah. It's very easy to do, especially for military. I've
Oh
noticed.
man,
you
I
know,
think that was like every day in the military. It was like you did everything for everything else, and then it's like you sit down, and you're like, oh man, I want to take a shower, but I'm just gonna go to bed.
right, right,
You
right.
know?
You know, we become accustomed to doing what we're supposed to be doing for everybody else,
Yeah.
not what you're supposed to be doing for yourself. And anything that comes to yourself usually is bad or something. And so we learn to decompartmentalize that. And you decompartmentalize all the bad stuff, all the struggles, all the real shit that involves you. It limits your ability to do your job of helping those around you, you know, or building up the people around you and taking care of them because you can't take care of your own. It's a vicious little circle that
Yeah,
we all get
and it can
trapped
it can go
in.
the other way too. Where if you concentrate too much on yourself,
Correct.
everybody around you starts to feel neglected or
Yep.
like
You become self-centered,
and they
you know, I mean,
yeah,
Toby
they can.
Keith said it best. Me, 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 me. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
and then
yeah,
you just got to figure that perfect balance in between too, to where what you do for them also does for yourself as well, and everybody gets to kind of gets to eat out of the same pot, you know.
right. And yeah, Panda, you're absolutely right. Without darkness, you cannot have light. That's facts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Morning, Elise.
Good morning. Hope you have a blessed day as well.
Yeah, it's very easy, and that's why I said, especially for military or veterans, you know, or active duty, whatever. Anybody that's in the military, you know, we're trained to focus on those around us. You know, we're trained to focus and have our brothers' backs. You know, we're trained and focused on completing a mission regardless of what happens to us. You know, our situation is irrelevant. And then we get out, and our job is to support those around us.
Right.
You know, we're still in that mindset. You know, they don't teach you how to remove yourself from that mindset, that programming. You know, and if
Right.
they do, you get a half-hour class on your when you're going through and doing your separation stuff. You know,
If you
that
even do that, because in the National Guard,
right.
like I didn't even go through that. I just got an email from someone confirming why I wasn't getting paid.
Right. Well, I mean,
You know, it
you
says
know, even on
each component, I have to imagine, has different methods of their like the way that you get released.
right, and even with active duty, I mean, when you get released, you know, 9 times out of 10, I seen it. I was one of them that got my paper signed without having to be there and do it. You
Yeah,
know,
mine was like that too. Like, cause mine on my discharge, not present for signature is what it says. So it's like basically your commands. It's like almost like you gave power of attorney to your command to put that signature down for you.
right? Yeah. So you know, then you get out and you're tossed into a new jungle that
Yeah, a concrete jungle almost, you know.
yeah that nobody's there that you know shit. You know, Ramirez isn't here.
Right. You're standing there on the sidewalk waiting for somebody to tell you to form up, and you're just like, why is everybody walking around me like I'm in the way?
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
that kind of feeling. And then
Yeah.
the adjustment period from that, I hear they're migrating it to be better, like an out processing part of it, like it's an actual processing method to get out instead of just like here's your papers and they send you off walking like you get out of prison and they're like, all right, pick a direction.
Yeah.
And,
What he said here, my God tells me that we as his creation must call good for good and evil for evil. There cannot be no in between.
right. Yeah. That is true. They're only like the lost, ignorant, and naive. They're in what I would consider the in between. You know, the ones that are being pulled in one direction or the other. You know, and that in between is getting like smaller and smaller. Like when the way my brain like puts it down, it's like that battlefield just keeps compressing more and more until you got to be on one side or the other eventually at some point in time.
Right.
I was telling somebody, I was like, man, if AI could take the animations that I have in my head and play it, I don't think AI would be able to handle it. Because man, whenever I'm talking about it, it's like my words don't explain like what it's playing in my head. It's like
Right.
it's a combination of every action movie, cinematographic, and anime just clashed into one with like.
Yeah, I
I
think
don't want to put it in AI because I don't want to give AI any ideas.
right, right. Yeah.
Because
I think
Terminator's involved somewhere in there too, and it's just like, nah.
to comment on that other comment, without going where it wants to go, percentages are made up by statistical people that want you to see percentages in a certain way. And I'll leave it at that.
Okay. You can tell me offline what you mean because I'm
Yeah.
kind of lost on
Yeah. I think
if you remember.
when you talk about 13% of these type of people or 5% of this type of person or whatever, all those percentages are made up to bring focus on something that those percentages are manipulated, I guess is what I should say, by certain aspects. So
I got you.
yeah, that's kind of where I was going with it.
I think I'm following.
Because I knew where they were wanting that to go, and that's not where I'm going to take it to.
Oh, that one. Okay, I see
Yeah.
which one you're talking. I was trying to find the
Yeah.
comment too. I was reading another comment, but like I don't see how that relates to that comment. But I was reading the whole wrong comment. See what I mean? Whenever you're on the wrong page, it's just like, huh? Nothing makes sense. You got to be on this.
Right.
I was a few comments above. I was like, hold on. Yeah. That comment. I don't know. We're not even on that one. I don't know.
Yeah.
Must be commenting on the wrong chat, but their profile pic says a lot.
Yep.
I think you're in the wrong chat on that one. Yeah. Yeah. Whoever's moderator has full authority to go ahead.
Oh, that's something I wanted to do.
The massive amount of chats that we have, it's trying to find him is just like doing a hacker investigation work. I have an idea which one it's in though.
I took care of it.
You did? Alright.
Yeah.
But don't be afraid. Nobody's afraid. The only I fear the Heavenly Father himself. That's it.
There we go. They decided to bounce. I can bounce too. Bling bling.
Like a trampoline.
Yeah. But yeah, you have to make some wild adjustments, when you come out of the military, or even if haven't been in the military, we have to use that mirror and be able to make adjustments as we see fit and accept what we don't like to accept about ourselves and what we see in that mirror.
Yeah.
And that's hard.
Yeah. I was thinking like how, like, they say
Good morning,
basic
Lee.
training is like you go through basic training because they break you down to rebuild you. And the ones that, and I was talking about this with somebody one day, like that breakdown period, if they can't break you down to rebuild you to the soldier or seaman or marine or whatever it is that you're graduating to be, they're not going to keep you. And being that you was able to be broke down to be rebuilt, you can rebuild yourself in the same way. You just gotta, because once you get discharged, you basically get broke down. Like almost, a lot of us do. Some can go through it and they seem like they're fine, which, more power to them. They was able to like tune into a frequency with before they got out and able to roll with it. But those of us that can't, when you get broke down, there's nobody there to mold you back, because that's what they're doing. They're molding you to what they want you to be. Now you got to figure out how to mold yourself. Good morning. Good morning.
The one, the only in the building.
But you got to figure out how to mold yourself into what you want to be by using the tools that they gave you. They gave you. And you got to use them to use your morals, use your good judgments, and everything to be a productive, positive mold of something. Because you can mold yourself into nothing if you let yourself.
Yeah,
find a good support group, a good community, positive. Because like my dad used to tell me, you hang around shit long enough, you're gonna start smelling like it. So don't get out of the cesspool. And if you want the smell of a field of flowers, then go find that field of flowers and get out of the sewage.
Right. Yeah, you have to, like you were talking about with the remolding. You have to. Sometimes we have to shatter the mold and ourselves to put pieces back together, meld it down, and reform it. There's no rule that says we have to remain what we were made into. We can change. We can reform ourselves. We can change our beliefs. We can be something different than what people see us as. We can be something different than what we were. Everyone has the ability to change their direction, their mind, their opinions, their morals, their standards, their beliefs. We have that ability.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of work.
It's like also some people, they have a hard time letting or becoming something different from what they were molded into. And that's what they feel. And then you feel displaced from that because in that world that you come from, you fit in so well, and now you still hold on to that person or what you were in that world, and now this new world, you don't fit in as well. So it's like that. You have to chisel off you have to smooth out the rough edges.
You have to adapt, overcome, and adapt.
Yeah, and sometimes it all just goes crumbling. Then you got to put yourself back together. Other times you got to chip off and get rid of the what I call the useless issued items that we didn't need in the civilian world that we end up bringing with us.
Yeah.
The unissued items we can't get back. Or the ones that they can't see and everything, like those are the things we have to learn to tweak. It's kind of it's like tuning in the radio. You got to find that right frequency. Get rid of that static and the squelch and everything.
I mean, our parents or whoever it was that raised us, we learned everything from them. Or by watching and learning, as a child, learning doesn't stop. It doesn't have to. I mean, some people make it stop, but it doesn't have to. We have the free will to be what we want to be, and do what we want to do, and act how we want to act. We don't have to keep a cycle going that isn't healthy.
Yeah. That's the one thing it's like what I used to tell people when we were in service, and it's like, man, can I just quit? I'm like, no, you signed that dotted line. You can't quit working, but you can just stop doing what you're doing right now. But you still have to be here. So you can sit here and watch us work, or you can help us, and we can all leave a little bit earlier. You know, but the
Yep.
longer you don't do your job, the longer I'm gonna have to do your job, because I'm not gonna
Right.
stop.
Yep. That's
Even
it.
though it's like that embrace the suck thing, you know, that's where you gotta embrace the suck of it. I mean,
Right. Yep.
I used to say that all the time to people. It's like, man, I just want to quit, and I was like, well, you ain't in the right position for that one.
Yeah.
And
Embrace
eventually
the
they would
suck.
sit there. You'd see them sit there for a minute, and then they would get back to cleaning their rifles and everything. This ain't even my rifle. I'm like, it don't matter. As
Yeah.
soon as you bring your rifle that's clean, they're gonna hand you somebody who didn't clean theirs well enough and be like, hey, can you go clean this one?
No doubt
If you
about
did,
it.
you know,
No doubt about it.
there's a method to the madness. You just got to figure out what that madness is and create your method within it.
Facts. Absolute facts. I wanted to. Let me see if I still have this in here. In her. Actually, I know where it's at. It is. We're going to. Y'all, if you could, there's our one and only Colt Montgomery has a couple of releases coming out soon. And if you'd like
Yeah,
to
what
go
are those
pre
releases? I
if
seen
you'd like to
one.
go pre-save those releases, I have the links. And I'm about ready to put them in the chat for you right now. And let's see, there's one. And there is number 2. Now let's go right over here. And let's see, we'll go right here. There's one. And there is number 2. Those links are for let's see, Ride and Betting Man. So if you guys would like to go grab those, and let's see, that is the one for the I think that's the one for Ride, and the other link is the one for Betting Man. Now, if I could, let's see. I don't know if it's going to. Hey, look at that, would you? It is going to allow me to do it that way. There's one. That way it goes to all the chats. But another one. Let's see which one was that. That was the 22120. Well, I'm trying here, fellas. I'm trying. Yes. Copy here. There we go. And there's the other. There we go. Now they all went to all the chats. So that is for his 2 new releases that will be coming out, Ride and Betting Man. If you guys could go want to go pre-save that, we appreciate it. And he'll appreciate it. So good morning, Jeff. Good morning. Good morning. Did I miss anyone between all that? Nope. Got it. All right. We back to our normal broadcasting. I now return you
Now
to
back
your
to our
normal.
regular.
Yeah. There are not many here. I want to hear a preview. Pick any song. I believe he played. Let's see. I don't know if he has it in here or not. I know he played.
Yeah,
Let's see.
He played like I don't know if he played the unmastered versions. A couple
Yeah.
times on the previous podcast. I can't remember which days.
Here's I'll tell you what. I'll play. I'll play a clip of Betting Man for y'all.
Go ahead.
So here we go. This is we'll play a little clip of it, and this is Betting Man, and I will play a little clip of I Ride. So go grab it, pre-save it, and be ready for the full release, y'all.
Just a young man trying to make it in a life that's full of lies. One day given opportunity that puts stars in your eyes. Lord knows I dropped to my knees in the mud with tears in my eyes. Didn't know that I'd be fooled by the devil in disguise. I ain't no betting man on a good day. I ain't gonna take a chance, not again. I ain't gonna roll the dice, flip a coin, pull a card. But I wish you the best, my friend. I ain't gonna reminisce about one day. I ain't gonna let it hurt, not again. The good Lord is still by my side, and I ain't no betting man.
So there was a preview of Betting Man, y'all. And man, here's a little clip for you of Ride.
I ain't the kind they write love songs for. Got a heart full of scars behind a locked up door. Whiskey on my breath, gun all on my jeans. I ain't looking for a savior, just some kind of peace. Mama said, boy, you were born to raise hell. Daddy taught me life is war, not a fairy tale. Never fit the mold, never played it sweet, but I wear my dirt like a badge in the head. I ride where the law don't reach, where the wolves still howl and the lost men preach. Got a cross on my dash in a 45 for the snakes that smile and the ones that lie. I ain't looking for grace, just a little bit of right in a world full of wrong and long cold nights. You can judge my soul by the road I ride. I'm built on hard truths and hollow points tonight. Tattooed on crazy.
There you all go. You're muted. You're muted, Double A.
I say, who is it? Where is it at? Yeah, Lee Cody. He's making country cool again.
Right?
Sure.
Right? Yep. So go pre-order that. I believe I don't know if I don't have the release date. That I don't know is exact. I believe it. I think he originally had said that he was trying to get 4 songs dropped, but 2 of them there was some issues with distribution or something. But those 2 will be dropping very soon. So go pre-save. I think it might tell you on the link when they will be released. But both of them are definitely great songs. I don't know that I've heard a bad song from Cole. You know, I mean, I'm just saying. I believe I Sing or Let the People Sing, which is the song that we used for the intro. I believe one of those is going to be getting released at some point, and the other one was Bonnie and Clyde. I believe was the other one that he had talked about releasing.
Yeah, those are the
Again,
four that I know of. I don't know
yeah,
the other
again,
ones.
I'm not sure the exact schedule or days or any of that, but I know that those two are out available for pre-save. So
Yeah, I think the beginning of March, right, is when the first one's
I think
going to
that's
come
what he
out,
had
right?
said.
I
Yeah,
think like
yeah, I
March
think that's
2nd or 3rd or something. I'm either getting that mixed up or my VA appointment's on March 2nd or 3rd. One of
yeah.
those
I
two.
know it was in March for sure. I remember seeing
Yeah.
March. Let me actually, you know what? Let me look here.
I tried
Let me
looking in
just
the chat's group chat to see if it was in there, but I didn't.
let me just click on a link here and let's see if it tells me a date.
There you go. It's like me trying to Google something. Instead of racking my brain, I could just type it in the search bar.
So Betting Man releases on March 11th. Yeah,
Okay.
March 11th. So that is Betting Man. Now let's go check out Ride. Will be because I am doing the pre-save right now on my Spotify. I pre-saved it earlier on my YouTube Music, and I'm pre-saving it on Spotify currently. Ride will be released on March 25th. So March 25th for Ride, and March, what did I say?
March 11th.
March 11th
Yeah.
for Betting Man. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Doesn't he have one coming out every week, or did it change due to distribution?
Well, I think that was the original plan with the
and
4,
then the
but there was
distribution
distribution, or yeah, there's something with the
Yeah.
distribution. I don't know what.
Yeah.
I
I don't know.
any
I don't know that
details.
field. That's above my pay grade. So
Right.
I just know the words, and I have to Google what they mean.
Yeah. So he originally had 4 songs planned to be released each week of March, but Let the People Sing and Bonnie and Clyde are on temporary hold right now.
Okay.
So, just those 2. Yeah, I appreciate that, Lee. Yep. March 11th for Betting Man and March 25th for Ride. So, yeah, man, if you guys go pre-save it, I also posted it on my Facebook. If you go check out if you didn't get the links from here, go check out my Facebook. It is posted on there with the links on Chaos Trace Facebook. So, go pre-save them, boys. I'm excited.
Yeah.
But I'm excited, but I'm a little pissed off too because Let the People Sing got paused.
Yeah. That. I thought whenever he was, considering that's the song for the intro, I thought he had already mastered it and put it out and everything. But that one's been in the works for a while, hasn't it?
It has been in the works for a while. I think the first time I heard that song was about 8 months or longer ago, maybe a year. And it's been my favorite, and I've been waiting. Let's go.
Right.
But looks like I might have to wait a little bit longer.
Right.
Okay. 29 years old on the 30th.
Okay. He wants to hear an all acoustic song. Kind of like like Aaron Lewis would do.
Maybe
just acoustic and microphone, and that's it. I love that kind of music. I love that kind of country music.
Maybe we could talk Colt into coming up on the morning of the 30th for the show. If, everything is safe and he's able to give Mr. Lee Cody a acoustical birthday song. I know he's capable of it. I've seen it done.
Right.
Colt, if you're watching,
it's on a Monday too. It's going to be on a Monday, so it's a good march on.
All right. Hey, good morning, Kentucky.
Good morning. Welcome in.
Yeah.
Pup.
Right. I mean, he's older than I am. I'm only 26, so squared. But who's counting, right?
Dude, no matter which way I turn, like whenever I turn if I flip my birthday around right now, I'm 24. But whenever I turn, whenever my birthday in a few days, it would be 34. So either way, then I'm gonna be old, older, mid old. I'm gonna be on like both sides of the hill at the same time if you flip the numbers around. But to be in 20, if I could be 24 again, oh man, I'd be able to run that 7-minute mile again.
I'll be 53 this year.
53. Okay, so you're like my sister. You're just 10 years older than me.
Yeah.
So you ain't that old.
September I'll be 53. But who's counting? Like I said, I'm just on a different, I level up.
I never started. Older. Everybody just kept telling me, and then I just kept up with it.
I don't get older. I just level up. It's kind of like a game. Well, you about ready to end it for the day?
Yeah, go ahead and get the day going. Hope get motivated myself.
On a serious note, I had a health scare on Saturday. Had a resting heart rate of 180 and yeah, that's not good.
Praying for you, Kentucky. Get that regulated.
So I was having that issue last year. My resting heart rate was all over the place. It seems to have calmed down a little bit. I think mine was partially stress-induced, but I do have a heart condition that I was born with, but that they monitor and whatever I take medictions for. But they said that they didn't think that played a role in it, but it could have. You know how medical stuff is. They don't think this, but it could have been this. And,
Yeah.
Well, thanks,
medical
Doc.
Practice. They're not masters in nothing. They're just practicing nonstop.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but prayers out for sure.
Try to keep the stress level down with a resting heart rate that high. Try to stay cool, calm, and collective in every way possible.
Yeah. But well, you want to do the prayer and that, and then let me go out, or you want me to just go ahead and do it, and then you do the prayer and close it out? What do you want to do?
We'll do our outros. I'll do the prayer, and then you can throw the outro in there.
All right. Well, I appreciate everybody for coming and hanging out with us. Like I said earlier, this week is going to be a little bit different for us all. Because Colt being out, Brad being out, Brandon, being working, and me being getting ready to move. So there's going to be it's going to be a little wild and a little bit different of a week for all of us. But we're going to do our best to be here every morning, 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Central. And we hope to see you all here. Just kind of bear with us. I know you all will. So we appreciate you guys. And we'll see you tomorrow. As long as everything goes as planned, we'll see you tomorrow at 9 a.m.-ish Eastern for Talk About It Tuesday. And make sure that you guys share this out. Click that like button, subscribe, click on that bell, and we'll see you tomorrow. Much love, y'all. And I'm going to turn it over to AA over here and get us on up out of here. Appreciate you guys.
Awesome. I appreciate you guys stopping in. I thank y'all for bearing with us. And like I said, it'll be a little different, but it's like growing pains. And once you get through them, then everything will be good to go. And I remember you are loved, you matter, and you're not alone. So if you know somebody that's having a hard time, or if you feel somebody's having a hard time, just check in on them, call a friend. If somebody crosses your mind, don't just think of it as a simple thought. Just give them a text, a ring. You know, it can make a big difference in their life. You don't know what they're going through. See somebody, tell them to have a nice day. You don't know what it can do. It could have changed their whole attitude for the whole day.
100%. 100%.
Just stay motivated, stay hydrated, like Brad would say, and just move on this Motivated Monday. Cool?
For real.
All right, let's bow our heads. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this new day. Before the noise begins, I give you my heart. Fill me with peace, wisdom, and strength. Help me choose faith over fear, grace over pressure, and love over hurry. Be with me in every moment. Heavenly Father, as we rise to greet the new day, I humble and ask for your guidance. Illuminate our path with your wisdom, direct my steps with your truth, and calm my heart with your peace. Lead me, Heavenly Father. I am yours. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
They will not break our country's strength. They will not take our nation's freedom. Let the people say